I think the only thing that matters to her in life is men and alcohol. Yeah, she's very nice, she's very entitled, she's very stupid.
For some reason, if I'm not there and we are there with some people or something and my name comes up or whatever, you don't defend me.
You want me to admit and say, yes, sis,
if I was in a situation, I'll simply say no. Okay, I'm so sorry that you felt this way.
I started this conversation with saying you have every right to feel the way you're feeling, and I apologize. Do you not remember that statement?
Yesterday was an emotional roller coaster for some of the housemates. Friendships were broken, tears were shed. It was just a lot, and I'm about to run you guys through all of them. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do so and give this video a thumbs up. Now, without further ado, the first friendship that I saw had a glitch, or probably had a glitch before, but was addressed yesterday, was Venita and Angel. Okay, if you guys do not recall, Venita has been giving Angel attitude, and that's because she actually wanted Angel to nominate Adekunle last week, but instead Angel went for Doyin, and she did not run that through Venita, so Venita felt betrayed, right? So this week, when Angel was supposed to win because everyone was advocating or campaigning for Angel, but Big Brother announced them that it was a tie, so nobody had the pardon me game. She was complaining bitterly to Whack Money, who also is in her alliance but did not nominate her as well. And mercy how Venita did not want her to win the pardon me. Same thing with Adekunle and Tolani Badge, because she wanted her to nominate Adekunle last week and she did not. Instead, she went for Doyin, and she referred to Adekunle as Venita's 20-year-old toy boy. Oh my gosh, she was so angry, and at the end she was like, after all, it's a tie, let nobody win, it's all man for yourself. And I'm like, are these people going to settle anytime soon? I do not think so at all. It was so ironic how she was complaining to Whack Money, who also planned together with her to nominate her, but instead he ditched her, snitched on her, betrayed her, went into the diary room and chose his guy Cross. Another friendship that went through some twists and turns or whatnot is the friendship between Cross and Pere. Now, you know, Cross was also one of the individuals that were campaigning for the pardon me game. One alliance was campaigning for Angel, while the other was campaigning for Cross. Now, for some reason, after the whole tie was announced by Big Brother, you know, I don't know why Cross felt some type of way. He was also pained as well, and he called Pere to the side and told Pere how he was so disappointed, and he was like, oh, he's been hearing stuff about him, that's Pere not having his back, how Pere has been in several conversations where Cross has been talked about in a negative way and did not defend him, this and that, and I had heard it from Kidwire, Ilebaye, and even Ceec. And Pere was like, he has never ever been in a conversation where Cross is being talked about in a negative way. And you know, Cross was still insisting that the friendship was over and that he doesn't trust Pere, this and that. And Pere was telling him, you've been my G since 2021. You can't just be believing people that you just met. And to be honest with you, I feel like Cross shouldn't be believing people that he just met, because even during the Aquafina Pardon Me of Life tax, he actually gave his award to Ceec, and he said he had just met Ceec once prior to the show, and then the second time he met her in his entire life was on the show. So I don't think it's right for him to, you know, be believing her and not even run the whole conversations or the whole utterances he has heard about, you know, Pere, by Pere, at least, so Pere would know what was going on. Anyways, after the conversation, Pere cried, yes, because Lucy was seen asking him why his eyes were red, and Tolani Badge was like, it seemed as though he cried after the conversation. Oh my gosh, I really felt sad for him. Cross even told Pere that the one reason why he doesn't even trust him anymore was because of what he did to Ilebaye. And oh my gosh, guys, Pere has said it countless times, in fact 1,000,001 times, that he did what he did to Ilebaye because of how she has been speaking to him, and the camera has not been showing us that, G gets, and that's why he was plotting whatever it is he plotted against her. So Pere also made him understand that despite that, that doesn't mean you're going to like now believe her. Imagine listening to what Ilebaye said. Ilebaye is mad at me because the clip was played and she realized that I betrayed her, right? So definitely when you have a conversation with her, she's not going to tell you anything positive about me. Do you get? She's even going to project her annoyance to Cross. Do you get? Her annoyance for Pere to Cross. So I feel like it wasn't really like a wise idea to listen to the both of them or even go to them for advice concerning Pere. Pere was so gloomy during the exercise today. Like, he wasn't smiling, he wasn't participating, and from that, you know, what Lucy and Tolani Badge said about him crying was true, because he was really so gloomy. Ilebaye was actually apologized to by Ike. He apologized for what he did, and guess what? He said that he's even going to do it to another person, that he's planning to do it to another person, but what he's going to do to that person is going to be quite different from what he did to Ilebaye. And that's how Ilebaye told him, bro, you need therapy. You really need to see a therapist, because I don't understand. You apologize and you're saying that you're even planning on doing what you did to Ilebaye to someone else, but in a different way. It just didn't make any sense to me. But at least he apologized, and now she's good with Ike. That's why it's not good to carry people's matter on your head, because Doyin also had an altercation with Ike and Venita, and as we speak, she's not on talking terms with Ike and Venita. But look at Ilebaye, that they wronged. Ilebaye is now cool with Ike because he apologized and she accepted, and she already made up with Venita. The second, in fact, the same day Doyin and Venita went at loggerheads, Ilebaye went to Venita and squashed the beef. But look at Doyin, that carried the matter on her head like she was hawking pure water. Is not on talking terms with Ike and Venita. Anyways, let's talk about Ilebaye and Doyin, right? Ilebaye, when she had a conversation with Venita revealed to Ilebaye that last week during the pardon me conversations and plotting and strategizing, Doyin actually said that she didn't want Ilebaye to be saved. Instead, she wanted herself to be saved, right? And the reason was because she was so close to winning the head of house. If you guys do not remember, Doyin and Mercy were the two individuals left for the head of house game, and Mercy surpassed Doyin, right? So Doyin was like, oh, since I was so close, let me just get the pardon me. So when Venita came to her and was, trying to sell Ilebaye to her to win the pardon me, she actually said she would like to go for herself, or she would like herself to win it, considering the fact that she almost won it. So when Ilebaye almost won the head of house game, rather, so when Ilebaye was having a conversation with Venita was telling her how Ilebaye is not a friend, she's not a loyal friend, and that she doesn't have Ilebaye's back. And then she divulged the information to her that when they were all strategizing for who to nominate for the pardon me, Doyin actually ditched Ilebaye and decided to campaign for herself. And that's how Ilebaye felt betrayed, that Doyin was supposed to run that information by her, that she wanted herself to win because she almost won the HOH game. And she told Angel now took the gist to Doyin that this is what happened, this is what Ilebaye said. And Doyin was so pissed. Doyin literally said that the only thing that matters to Ilebaye are men and alcohol. Guys, that was so brutal. And that no matter what type of friend you are to her, she will always put a man over you. And that she's not even going to approach her. She doesn't even mind not speaking to her anymore. And that when you give someone so much of you, they feel so entitled and you do not appreciate it. She called her naive. She said she's entitled. And guess what? She actually said she's very stupid. Angel was even trying to reprimand her that, oh, don't use that word, don't use that word. She said what she said, because why are you even telling Angel, if you feel this way about me and you're a very genuine person, why do you not tell me? Why don't you come to me and tell me, let's talk about it? Angel actually told Doyin that she should just forget it. Ilebaye will never put her first. Instead, she will put Cross, who she has a huge crush on, right? So she just kept going on and on that Ilebaye is a very disloyal person and she doesn't trust her anymore, that she has had her back over and over again. But still, yes, she goes about the people talking about her. To be honest with you, in my own perspective, I feel like Ilebaye does not have any ground whatsoever to be annoyed at Doyin, to be honest with you, because if I were Doyin, hey God, if I were to be Doyin, after carrying your matter on my head, right, and having an altercation with someone because of you, you go behind my back and have a conversation with that person less than 24 hours, in fact the same day, because Venita still went on and on about Ilebaye, right, about Doyin. And then it was very much later that day that Venita had a sit down conversation with Ilebaye, or Ilebaye had a sit down conversation with Venita. I will feel betrayed, like you will not even have any ground to even see me or talk about me again. Anyways, Doyin also shared the her annoyance with White Money. She was like, she doesn't know what to do again, and she feels that it's until she cuts her head off and she bleeds that Ilebaye will know she has her back. And that how do you believe somebody that does not like me? Like, because Venita told her ill stuff about Doyin, and then you believe that person is a bad person after this person has showed you several times how she has had your back, how she cares for you and all of that, and then you believe within a split second that it means Ilebaye has always wanted to believe that Doyin was a bad person, and she just felt betrayed. She just felt like she was so exhausted from the relationship, or sorry, from the friendship. Like, it was just so exhausting. Ceec and Doyin also had a glitch in their own friendship, and to be honest with you, I was wondering how come, like how come, when did these ones become friends due to few conversations here and there. Anyway, Ceec was complaining to Doyin how she felt betrayed, and that Doyin has given her several reasons not to be her friend right from this date, right from week 2, when she cautioned her on blending when what's his name again, Adekunle, who was the head of house, was speaking, right? During week 2, when Adekunle was head of house, he was speaking, and Ceec literally walked out of the meeting, went into the kitchen and started blending. Doyin came into the kitchen to actually tell her what she did was wrong. Now so Ceec bring the matter that yes, that was enough reason, that she has not been having her back, this and that. It was just a lot of back and forth, and to be honest with you, it was mentally draining to even listen to that conversation, talk more of Doyin that was in the conversation. Oh my gosh, at this point I feel like Doyin literally needs a therapist and lawyer don't clash. I wonder who will give up for who. And Doyin was seen today soliloquizing earlier today. She was like, so that means she needs to start seeing reason why she should hate Alex, because she also does not like Alex. Ceec was telling her that, oh, Alex is no longer looking for her trouble, and she doesn't think there will be any wahala coming from Alex anytime soon, from like 2 to 3 weeks, because Alex has been trying to get close to her and all of that. So what's now the problem? Why do you now have an issue with someone? You now have an issue with someone talking to Alex. Doyin was also saying to herself earlier today that so she should stop talking to Alex because you don't like Alex. Like, is she in kindergarten or whatnot? It was just a lot, guys. I really pray for Doyin's mental health at this point, and I pray they all squash their beef, honestly speaking. Cross was even telling you in the kitchen that when he gets out of the house and he sees that Pere had his back, then they can continue from where they stopped. I'm like, guys, do you think Pere is a kid that you have a second chance? You better wise up. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section about all of this gist I just filled you in. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on your post notification to be alerted ASAP when I post a new video. You know the vibes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.